Okay. Since all those who can play are present, I will be slowly but surely commencing what is going on. So first things first, the battle has concluded. The party has decided to take a long rest. Everybody's getting ready to snooze and head on to their sheets. These are the tents that are provided for you. Just before everybody goes on their separate ways, though, you notice that after successfully dispatching Ram and making sure that he is no longer a threat, you notice that, like, in the puddle that he left behind from the place he perished, his coat, the one with the red glowing eyes on it, still remains. The coat is still there, lying on the floor.
The one with was that the one with the religious symbolism, or was it a different coat?
The religious symbolism was practically, how do you say it? Like ornaments, adorned over it. So you know how there's like these two flaps that are going over across the shoulder, and there's like holy symbols on that. They were basically, it seems to be separate. Like they right now what the thing on the floor is just a normal coat. It doesn't have any holy symbols on it. There's a piece of clothing with these eyes.
I eat the coat.
It tastes like nothing because you cannot actually chew it.
No. Are the eyes moving?
Do you approach the coat? This would be a good question to ask because we are now getting
inside. Or is
That's
this
fine,
before we go?
No, this is before you're heading in. This is just like I'm marking for you guys where you guys would be, just to make it easier, and then you can move yourself around the map. Rook is probably the sleeper just because Rain is not here, but everybody else can move their tokens around, and I'll just mark it on the map how where the thing would be. I'll just make like a little red circle.
Horus and Shetaya dancing around.
They're moving. They're actually moving. They have that own little disco. That's kind of awesome.
Goblin raid going on. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna approach it. I'm not. You know. Because I'm a paladin.
I mean,
should I approach if someone else tells should I to approach?
Horus goes to approach the coat on the ground. Okay. As you're stepping closer to the item on the floor, its eyes do not seem focused on anything. Like they don't look at you, they don't do anything. It is simply motionless, so to speak. You step up right next to it, and the coat still does not move or show any reaction to your approach. Horus then proceeds to pick up the coat. Okay? You pick it up without issue, and it is form-fitted for a goblin, but roll me a Wisdom Arcana check for a vibe check.
A vibe check.
Nice. Okay. Considering this item is still remaining here, and it belonged to a spellcaster of sorts, and during combat they have been moving and such, you get the feeling that this item might just be magical in nature. And because of your particularly good roll, you intuitively get the sense that upon attunement, something with the eyes might happen. What that something is hard to predict because of how strange it is, how weird. Horus moves over to Lammy. Yep. What's up? Horus approaches the chieftain, asking whether or not there is someone among the village who may have some know about magic items. You probably have to ask my grandpapa. He's the best, I suppose arcanist is what you would call it. He's not really casting spells, at least I don't think, but he's pretty good with understanding magic items. I was gonna show you to him tomorrow. He might offer you some stuff for a price. Horus states, of course, before remarking that they're looking for someone who may be able to check out this cloak before showing it. Huh. So you want him to figure out what it does? Horus confirms in a stutter. Okay. I'm sure he can help you with that. Yeah, oh yeah, sorry, I didn't tell you where he is. He's down in that tent, she points on over here, with all the trinkets and gadgets lying about the floor. He's an outdoor kind of worker. Horus thanks her. Of course. Horus then proceeds to signal Shidai to come with them, just in case.
Shidai nods.
Despite the fact that it is nighttime, you see a couple of goblins awake and unable to get a good night's rest, at least not yet. You see two tiny goblin children curiously looking at the giant owl creature. It seems to be lax, it seems to be chill with the two kids present and gawking at it. The owlbear seems to be very, very in need of a nap, so it is simply lying on its belly and doing nothing to stop them from staring.
Arman is sitting down. She's super exhausted from the fight, very conflicted emotionally, but she is taking out her good old diary. She's drawing the scene.
Awesome. Cute. So, anything you would like to do, or do you want to continue on towards the Elder? Horus looks behind to the group to see if anybody wants to join in checking what this code can possibly do.
I don't think I will join you. Yeah. Oh, good. I don't think I'm gonna join you just yet. I think Arman needs really to sit down for a second. Old bones, you know.
Eileen has 2 HP, I think, so that's also fair.
No, I actually have 4 HP.
I am
Oh,
dying.
wow.
Yeah, I'm dying. Yeah.
Shidai just stares blankly.
I was gonna ask if I can take a short rest.
I'm sure we will have a long rest.
Yeah. You're not in any danger or anything.
Okay.
It's just
With you, Appy, you never fucking know.
Yeah,
You're proud of yourself, Appy. Are you proud of the party you've got? It's soon into the campaign.
I
am-
trauma from Appy.
I'm traumatizing people, even though I feel like I may or may not be sometimes pulling my punches, but different perspectives. It's quite the treat to see.
I don't know. We just had a boss fight, and then suddenly a lady appears on a motorcycle, and there's a fog of war. Creatures behind. I don't know what you mean.
All right. To be fair, that was meant to be traumatizing. The combat itself, I don't know. So I was going to ask specifically Brunhilde, Rhiannon, is there some interest that she would have in this magical piece of clothing? It's like a coat, so it's it looks like kind of like priest's robes, but without any of the holy symbols directly woven into the fabric, and it has a bunch of eyes stitched into it that appear arcane in nature, reference.
Okay, she cares.
Okay. A lady of a craft.
I mean, yeah, that too. That's what this is about.
I asked you specifically just because she's a tailor, but yeah. Let me-
That was fun.
Well, kind of. She was weaving stuff, but yeah. Alright, you all approach Gab as he appears to be shuffling through his belongings. And she's that's wise. No, I don't need that. He's like talking to himself very noisily. You see some of the elders from the opposite side of the camp just kind of like groan and like roll their eyes as he's making a little bit of noise that travels across camp.
What's his rat doing?
It is just like he is. It's like cutely like looking into one of the boxes, just like leaning over the edge of the box, just like hanging off, kind of just like having a little sniff around and just like skittering over to another box, checking out if everything's in order.
It's so
The
cute.
little assistant. Yeah. What's it? What's up? You need something? Something like that. Horace stutters. Before continuing, we were wondering if you knew something about this, or if you could find out something about it. Sure can, buddy. Hand it over. I'll make the lickety split.
Lickety split.
Takes over the item. Goes into his little shop. Fumbles around with some fiddles around with some items. Lays it out on the carpet. And then he like takes out a little totem. You can't really see what's exactly on the totem, just because it's like it's pretty dark, and he's like moving his hands pretty quickly over the item, over the piece of clothing, and then he will inform the party of something funny. Yeah, so it is an item that basically grants you vision beyond that of normal mortal capabilities.
Ooh. Is it like how's it called? True sight?
Yeah, it says right there at special senses you do gain true sight from it, which may be a blessing or a burden, depending on who you ask.
Would that mean because Horus is tall, right?
Uh-huh.
So if they wear it, would that be like a crop top?
Well, first they would have to attune to it, but you know what happens after attunement. It basically magically suits your body size, because it is magical. It's not just some random item. He tells you about what the item can do, and it says that so basically whatever these little eyeballs are, they're kind of like sensors, so they help you see into all sorts of different directions. The issue is that like if you have that many eyes, any sort of like light becomes like 10 times more annoying, especially if it's shining directly into them. So just be aware of that if you plan to use this thing. Mm-hmm. Horse thanks him. Of course. I'll get back to my thing, okay? Okay. They respond. Excellent. He waddles back to his tent. Waddle. And before you know it, he already bursts out of the tent once more. This time, he carries around a massive saddle that's basically the size of almost himself, as he like waddles over across and just like ignores all of you and just walks past, moving towards the fireplace.
Opportunity attack.
Sheesh! He's really eager to kill old people. What the heck?
Chitai will say upon hearing information as man walks away, I did not realize having more than two eyes was so harmful.
Horse says, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah?
Horse continues saying, but perhaps we should think on that.
Chitai nods.
Okay,
And Hilda also nods.
very good stuff. In the meantime, as you guys had your little chat about the coat, Gab continues to approach Arman and places the saddle right down in front of her. It says,
I startled because I startled because I was really like drawing like this wonderful cutesy scene with the owlbear and the kids. Like
You're like-
suddenly like there's a saddle falling in front of me like
yeah, it's like poof, it just falls on the into the dirt and says, and he just like crosses his arms as like the little rat like climbs on his bald head, on his bald spot on the head, and just like does the same motion. It like crosses his little forearms as they both stare at you and say, "There you go."
Oh, right. Thank you. Can I roll for performance how well the drawing is?
Sure. Roll me either dexterity performance or charisma performance.
Okay, I'm gonna do charisma, I guess.
Of course.
Oh, in total, that would be 13.
Yeah, so the scene itself is embedded into the paper, and you have basically captured the scene to the best of your ability in like a very what's the word, in an emotionally impactful way, where you know that if you look at this drawing later, you will remember the scene.
Oh.
It captures the feelings, even though it's not as detailed as some of your other work, where you didn't get startled by the saddle falling in front of you. It has enough detail for you to remember everything about it.
If it would be like a 2 or so, I would have said the startling made the sketch go to waste.
Just ruins the entire sketch. Just redo.
And I'm like, okay, should I do this now? Like, I honestly don't feel ready yet.
I mean, up to you. I don't care. It's just like, what if you do it? I would really, I would be sad if I wasn't there.
Okay. Whew. I look at Brunhilde, Shitai, and Horus. I think I told them what happened in the tent earlier. And I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Heck yeah. Would you like to attune to this item?
I would, and I think like Araman is really nervous right now.
Oh yeah.
But she would attune to this item. I think in the process between like it is faltering because she's straying with her thoughts because a lot of things happened in 5 minutes, I guess. But then towards the end she is gaining conviction. Bro, that's very pretty saddle.
Yeah, it's very aesthetic.
Yes. Custom made.
How do you imagine the attunement process looks for you?
I think it is like a meditation, and because she is kind of sheltered, she is really unsure in the beginning, and then she starts feeling like a prayer first. As she prays, all those flashes come rushing into her mind of the goblins being slain by the Templars, and it really hurts. And then that is kind of bringing her out of the process. But then she comes back, and as she does that a few times, she hears the galloping in the background, like a thunder that is building in the distance and slowly but surely coming to fruition. Then in the end, all these religious images, they all vanish, and it's full on like a herd of wild horses pressing on very big step. This is how I imagine it.
Nice. I can imagine that, like, upon the completion of the attunement process, I imagine like once you're done attuning, that like the herd of horses is like audible to the rest of the party as well. It's like
cool.
the two little goblins who have been like watching the owlbear have like skedaddled over to you guys as well, as like one of the kids is like crawling below like Horace's legs and just peeking over, while the other's like next to you and just like peeking across. Whoa, you're attuned. However, that of course does not mean that the Red Mare automatically appears. If you would like to summon it or not, is up to you now.
Oh my gosh. Like, okay, player me really wants this. I don't think Arman is ready yet, to be honest. I think she needs to sleep.
Sorry?
Yeah. She needs to sleep first. I think she needs to kind of calm down a bit.
Okay. Gab gives you like a curious look, and you. Does Arman just like look physically exhausted?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. He just gives you like a slow nod and says, "Excellent. See you in the morning."
Thanks, Gab. Thanks, Gab, Red.
I have to thank you, in fact, but yeah.
Not this
Good
again.
night.
It's all okay.
He waddles off.
So cute. Yeah. And before I return to the tent, I would like to smile towards one of the goblin child, and then I tear out the sketch I made and be like, "For you."
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. She like picks it up and shows it like the other kid, and the two like look at it together, and then they like walk up to the owlbear and compare like the drawing with how the owlbear looks, and they're just having the time of their life.
Aww. And then I smile, I get up, not to my companions, and then I return to the tent with the saddle.
Yep. Awesome sauce. Yeah, you would notice that one of the engravings of the item is in Celestial, and it just says
Ooh.
winds. There's another word next to it, but you're not quite sure what it means.
Okay. Both in Celestial or in a different language?
In a different language.
Alright. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Before I go, before I go, I turn to Horus and be like, you know maybe this language?
Which word? Asks Horace.
Next to this word, I don't recognize it. Maybe you know a language that I don't know?
Horace takes a peek at it, but doesn't recognize it. I'm gonna ask around the party, like all of you guys. I believe the one that I know that knows Goblin is Rook. Does anybody else know Goblin?
No.
No.
Okay. For the sake of basically, I do not, so I don't have to keep this like wow super mystery. It's not that big of a deal. Do you guys are you guys chill with it that like Rook has a peek at it at some point?
I just imagine when he wakes up only to say information and go,
To be fair, you could also ask like one of the goblins. To be fair, one of you might recognize the writing as goblin, and then ask around. Yeah, so it's not that big of a deal.
No, it is. Brain did not come here, so cannot do it.
This is so true. You will have to wait until next session. the anticipation kills me. But yeah, it just says blazing in goblin and winds in celestial, completing the entire title of whatever's engraved on it as blazing winds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is the translation.
I look around the group. Wanna drink something before we go to bed? How is the feeling? Looking at Horus and Brunhilde and Shitai. Like, wanna hang out before we go sleep? You know, have a cool bonding session?
Nah, who needs that? Yeah, okay.
Horus stammers, saying sure.
Alright. I'm gonna fetch Aline, maybe she wants to join. Can I do so?
Eileen just half snoozing, petting Bailey. Where the F is Bailey? Bailey's over here. Meow.
Oh.
Meow.
Yep, there we go.
Meow.
Oh,
Meow. Bailey is over there.
amazing.
Bailey was already there.
I just, I enter and...
DM only forgot him.
I forgot to place him there, yeah.
He's the
Wanna
only
drink some?
boy allowed.
Sorry, I'm so...
Girls too.
So wanna join us to drink something? Summer? I look at you a little confused.
Yeah, that part came as a shock to me. I've been autumn all my life. And apparently I'm more colorful than I used to be. I have never been pink before.
I think it suits you, actually.
Or is it more red? I don't know.
It's
I
up to
haven't
you.
looked in a mirror. I haven't found a mirror yet. It's actually more yellow if I look at that part. So I'm yellow.
Mm.
I feel like a duck.
Are you blonde? By any chance? Like, is the hair yet?
Probably, because my hair was kind of orange. It's still very orangey, but so it's not blonde.
Mm.
Because orange is still my favorite. But it's like instead of like the autumn leaves and like the leaves part of me, that has become more like summer flowers. I have a sunflower in my hair all of a sudden.
Aw, that's so cute.
And my leaves are like, instead of being like, yeah, they're like autumn color, they are more green.
Mm.
It's green stronger, but like my hair color and clothes are the same, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Just the nature aspects of me is more summer.
I bet you also smell different.
Yeah, I smell like a warm summer breeze now.
Oh,
Instead
wow.
of like autumn rain.
Mm. I think, like I'm looking at you a little bit like puzzled. Then I smile and I say,
I look puzzled at my hand too. I was like, just like pick a flower and like hold it. I'm like, what the fuck?
"Aw." We're drinking a bit. If you want to join us, come outside at the fire. And I throw like the huge ass saddle next to you.
I just look at the saddle. It's like, what did I miss? Why do we have a saddle? Who's riding who?
Okay. Apparently, there's this old dude, and he had like a candle, but then the candle did a thing, and apparently, like, it was related to me, and it's related to like the whole tribe, the whole goblin tribe that was once nomads, and they were called the Red Mares. And apparently, or I don't know, years the candle did not do a thing, and then it did a thing. And now it did a thing because I was there. So apparently, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I attuned to the saddle, and it is a very, very overwhelming feeling. And I don't know, I don't feel worthy. Like apparently, the saddle and I are supposed to meet. Like it summons a mare. But
A horse?
yes, a horse. I like horses. I love horses. I really do.
I want
I really
a
like-
horse. Why did I not get a horse?
I don't know.
I just got flowers. Okay, I like flowers too, to be fair. Flowers are pretty nice.
Maybe you will get a horse in future. I mean, I don't get it. Just that you know, like I don't own any. Like it's its own thing, no? Like, but I don't know, like what is going on. I think I need to sleep it off a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I want to test like my what happens when I step now. So Aileen is like muttering to herself, like steps out. I'm gonna fuck someone up. I'm just kidding. And I'm gonna face step. Who is like on a good HP? I just need to know for reasons.
I'm doing okay. I'm on 17.
Then I'm gonna face step here. So I go for like bam, bam, because Aileen doesn't know what happens. I do, but Aileen doesn't know. And you take 2 fire damage.
Wow. Thanks, Aline.
It's amazing.
Awesome.
Oh, each creature I can see.
Would you like to describe how this looks?
Well, before it was like a whirlwind of autumn leaves when I face stepped. It's not done that. Now it's more like a fiery glow around me that's kind of like bright as sunlight, but still like fiery. And because I look like towards here, but like I just focus on Brynhilde because I know my face step usually do something, but I don't know what. So I'm like, I choose one, and like Brynhilde looked healthy enough in case, because I like Aileen has never been summer. She does fucking not know. So when I burst out or whatever face step, it's more like fiery sunlight around me. With some sunflowers in it, because I can.
Ooh, flashy.
Really
Where's Lammy?
pretty.
What the Aileen?
Aileen starts patting like out the fire. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't know it did that. Now I just like you see, I'm more. I guess summer Eldarine. Like I don't know if you know, but Eldarine elf we have like the seasons. Before it was autumn, and then I was really charming when I faced that. Now I'm not. I'm apparently more fiery because I'm summer.
Brynhilde is not listening to playing out the fire. She does not care.
She's like, I don't care.
Lammy's like very intently listening, and she's like, huh, if there's something with fire going on, you could have asked. She like points at herself.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
too late, I guess. It's okay.
I did not hear what Lammy said. I was like, how? What did you say?
Oh, like fire. It's what I do. I can deal with it pretty easily.
Yeah. I have some. I'm gonna try something at you because I can feel like it's hard to describe, but I have a feeling of fire inside me. Kinda. I don't know.
So long as you don't hit the 10s, I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try this.
Jedi says, I'm knowing what it's like to have fire inside you.
A, that's concerning. B, we're probably not talking about the same thing.
Oh.
C, we're gonna talk about that fire later.
Oh.
Aileen is gonna walk up to like, because I'm
over there, like.
She just goes twice.
She's gonna walk up to like the campfire. I don't know if is it like lit.
I'm taking a step back away from you.
If Lammy takes a step closer, it is not lit currently. Unless Armand like lit it, it is not lit.
No.
I'm gonna like put out my hand, like everyone can see. I'm like, you can really see. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I'm just like guessing. I was like, I feel like something I can do. And she like flexes her fingers and like aims it at that, but like have Lammy like, because Lammy said she's fireproof. That was what Aileen heard.
Yep.
So she's like, I'm not focusing it on Lammy, but like in case it's like person connected, Lammy will get hit. If it's not person connected, Lammy won't get hit. And I'm gonna do ignite. Aileen is gonna do ignite, and as an action, I can create small sparks of flame, lightning flammable objects such as kindling and lighting a torch. So I'm lighting the campfire pretty much.
Indeed. Yeah. Whatever kindling was in there, maybe some leftover wood from before the battles. It starts erupting into flame. And it tingles, it like slowly like trickles towards Lammy, but like not really in any harmful way. She just like kind of stares without like being too bothered. But she's like, whoa, awesome.
I did that right. That was me.
I mean, yeah. I didn't touch anything. She like raises her hands as she's like, I'm innocent.
Wasn't me.
Was it me?
Aileen is like, is just gonna stare at her hands like, I feel like that is supposed to burn, but it doesn't. How does that work? Magic. Probably magic. It must be magic. Magic does not make sense, so it's magic. Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Agreed. So, you guys want drinks?
Yes.
I mean, yes, please.
She like nods excitedly and then starts heading towards a different part of camp. Eventually she will come back with the drinks, but just in case there's something you want to get off your chest while she's gone, there's a little moment, I guess.
I don't think that there's anything that I want to say.
Okay. I'm guessing while you guys are getting comfy around the campfire while she's gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring some carpets over so I'll be ready to settle in.
Awesome. Yeah. The two elders here are just like, let's leave the youngins to themselves, and you just like head back to their tents.
No, you can join us if you. Okay, bye. Good night. Thanks for the carpet.
Of course.
Why is everybody so wholesome? I don't know.
It's just like these are just normal guys, normal people who are like, holy shit, fire.png, but it's not an actual PNG.
I can't remember what the thing is called when you don't want the background.
It's a PNG. Yeah.
Hey.
It's a PNG.
Yeah.
Hey.
We could do this perhaps. This might work.
No, I want to add flame.
Nah, this doesn't work.
That's me.
This is awkward. Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna do it.
She returns with
Find
drinks.
the right thing, Majing.
But yeah, once everyone is settled, getting cozy.
Why?
Oh, got the fake PNG. No.
The fake PNG, yeah. She keeps getting
that-
bamboozled.
That's not your fault. That is a very common thing online. Where you set up PNG, and you click on an image that looks like PNG, but it's actually not. It's got the fake PNG background to it.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. Yeah, Limey returns with a bunch of mugs. She has like 4 mugs anchored around her arms, and she has like 2 other mugs like around her tail, and she's like carrying
Oh my gosh.
and like two of her like wings are carrying even more like drinks and stuff, like plates with like food and stuff, carrying it out and just like putting it down. You notice that how some of the food that she brought is just like part of the rations, so it's just like a couple of crackers, a couple of slices of dried jerky, but you know, it's the company that makes the meal.
Yes.
Indeed, she like hands it out to everybody. There you go. Here.
Thank you. Okay,
That does not take one.
Okay.
Alien takes shit eyes.
I look at Chitai. I look at Chitai with a suspicion in my eyes and be like, Chitai, last time you drank, remember? And then you said you enjoyed it.
Did.
So, did you enjoy it back then?
Should I just say silent?
Maybe he's just a shy drinker, like not good with crowds.
Probably. It's okay. I was just messing with you. That means I was joking around. All good. You're not forced to drink.
Okay.
Of course not. Nothing's really mandatory.
Lemmy.
Yeah.
So about these crackers, right? They're disgusting. We don't have to lie. There's a trick. So if you mash them together.
Anything tastes good with alcohol, right?
True. But if you mash them together with water and make a paste out of it, then it's better. Just trust me.
Huh. I'll keep a note on that. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. Do you guys want me to call Abby and such as well?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They look pretty okay after the fight, so I don't think they would be too bothered.
Nuvola got a beating. A little worried about him.
That is true, though.
If he has some healing, like to save, I would love it. This alcohol is probably not gonna help much with my low ass HP.
Yeah, okay. I'll be back in a jiffy. She like flaps her wings as the fire like reacts to it. Not like that. That's an extreme.
Got hit with burning hand.
Holy shit! Just firewalls the entire team. Holy crap! The betrayal.
No, literally, I cannot for the life of me find what that works.
Brynhilde just shits out a flaming hot Dorito.
Yeah, she flies and go call the others. Fire.png in quotation marks. The fake PNG. The sinful act of faking PNGs.
Makes stupid people like me very sad.
Yeah, both are very willing to join, so they eventually arrive as well. The extra drinks that she brought, that she was carrying around with her wings, are just like reserved for those two at this point, because she brought more than it was necessary.
The queen.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Room for 2 more?
Yeah.
Yep. Abby,
Yeah.
I can apparently do fire now.
Like how? I mean, I can do it too with a tinderbox. Like, I don't think that's what you mean, right?
I can do it with my hands.
Huh?
That's what I said.
That's kind of sick.
I don't know.
You gotta show me.
I don't know.
Or teach me. Even better.
I don't know about teach. But I can maybe... do something else. I'm gonna try something now.
Oh, Amy, it kind of feels like you're hitting puberty, just saying.
No, that's just me fucking with my own voice, because I'm weird. I'm gonna cast Beckon Air, a cantrip, and manipulate air to, like, what's it called? Put out the fire?
Mm-hmm.
Not fire it more. Put out.
Yep.
And
Snuff
then
it out, basically.
Snuff it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna hold out my hands and do ignite it again to show.
There's like a short amount of time where after the fire goes out, there's like a chill, and then it goes. The fire erupts again, and then it gets back to being warm. She's like, "Ooh, okay." So you can just kind of do that out of nowhere.
Yeah. For the first time in I have been autumn my entire life, but suddenly I'm summer.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
I barely know. I barely know myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm an elder. Like, I'm not a... how to explain? I'm kind of an elf.
Yes.
And I'm an Eldarin elf. And Eldarins are of the seasons. So I was autumn season, and I had corresponding things for autumn. But now I'm apparently summer. I know that some Eldarin can change at will. I have never experienced this before, because I've been autumn my entire life.
Oh, do you think you did something wrong to change, or was it is this normal? Like, is this okay? Are you upset that you changed?
Currently, I don't know. I'm hoping this alcohol is gonna help me figure it out. But I'm unsure. But I'm gonna try. It's my greatest lead currently.
Okay. I was worried for a second there when you said you could do fire stuff after we just killed a fire guy. So
yeah, no, fuck those guys. Not like that.
Okay, cool.
I hunt those guys for living. I don't do that to guys.
You do?
Yeah, I kind of have a beef with those kind of guys.
Huh. Like devil, what you mentioned before, right?
Yeah. And
cool.
Because of this tiny little beef I have, is the reason why I know kind of a lot about them. I've been hunting them for a while.
Is that why you're here? Did you know that there was gonna be one here?
No. I was just going to help because I could. I don't really know where the answers I'm looking for is. It's a force somewhere, not here, but maybe here. I don't know. I can't remember. But I'm trying to find answer to something that happened. And this was kind of similar. And when we were going to this I can't remember why we were going to Goblin Town. Something about wood life.
Yeah, food was missing, getting sparse.
Oh, that's right.
It was a deal for you to get the map. As an exchange, you need to help the goblins.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Now I remember. Could I have the memory generate over here? And when we were traveling, I spotted, or Bailey spotted some infernal movement.
I see.
And that's how we found all this.
Gotcha. Interesting. Nuvola kind of perks up a little bit and says, has your task been to simply investigate? I don't quite remember if I've asked this, but what are the exact details of your task?
To figure out. You mean earlier from the village?
Yes, they just did like
To figure out.
what was the hostility basically. That's sorry. I was trying to ask around the question, but really, that's the most I care about. Did they ask us? Did they ask you to take care of us in quotation marks, or was it more?
It was more, from what I remember, it was more like trying to figure out why the wildlife.
Exactly.
Whew, that is good news, because that means that they might be willing to talk.
Yeah, I got that idea, and if they're not, I can make them.
He like chuckles.
You know, I got really close with, like, we were in this, is it a tavern or a pub? I don't know. And there were these two guards that was really nice to me, and I talked to them, and they were kind of red in the face. It might be because of the alcohol, I don't know. But I could probably convince them to not.
I think we might need to convince slightly more than 2 guards, but
Well, if I succeed with them, I can succeed with more.
that's
Sure you can.
a lot of succeeding today. You sure you're up for that?
Yeah, hopefully I succeed with that and not missing every arrow I have in my inventory. And I have endless with arrows, so that's
that can succeed.
Yeah. Like, the only thing I succeeded in was literally knocking some sense into Lammy by jumping off a tree and landing on her. Sorry about that, by the way.
It's okay. I kinda deserved it, I guess. Maybe. It's
A
complicated.
tiny bit, yeah. It hurt me too, in case you want to know. It probably hurt you more, but it hurt me too.
You did look pretty rough. Yeah, I kind of stabbed you in the face as well. I should apologize too, probably.
Yeah, I was a bit scared of the forest that was quickly moving on my heels too.
I did not realize.
Like, woods and nature are usually on my side, so I kind of took that personally. They did not stop when I asked them. That's really
I don't think they were really listening.
I'm gonna have a talk to them later. I'm gonna have a talk to the forest later.
They were probably under the influence, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they are supposed to be stronger than that.
Well, devils are pretty strong, apparently. They kind of burned you all. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's such a stupid silly thing to say, but he was pretty strong. Is all I'm saying. Noah just kind of like quietly like shakes his head like no. Like that was in poor taste, kind of. Man. As he still looks pretty rough, and like Lammy looks a little guilty.
Yeah, Aileen is like just brushes off some dirt and like tries to get off some blood on her arms because she's still at 4 HP, guys. She looks rough as fuck. Like, her hair is all over the place, especially when suddenly she has green trees and not dying trees in her hair. Yeah. And it's like she's looking, and it doesn't help that she's like steadily just like shucking down like the alcohol. Like, she shucked hers, she's shucked Shitai's, and she's trying to find more, and she's like just drowning them. Like, everything hurts.
Oh
no. Yeah.
And she doesn't like Aileen. I'm gonna say that Aileen doesn't know the difference really from alcohol and water.
Maybe you should slow down, girl.
What?
Oh god.
Why?
How many has she had?
Huh?
Brynhilda as soon as she picks up on how much she's drinking, she starts keeping track. How much has she had?
Horace slowly moves around and behind Eileen, putting 2 hands on her shoulders to try and calm her down a bit.
You're gonna feel like Aileen is, or like at first, like really tense. Just like the feeling of the hands, she's like starting to like slowly like calm down. She wasn't okay. She never calms down. But she's gonna like slowly like melt into a puddle. No, not really, but
while Aileen is distracted, Brynhilde makes sure that everything in front of her is indeed water. Confiscates the alcohol. As we realise she's gone enough already. Just start swapping glasses about.
Will not taste the difference. This is the thing. So she will start. She thinks it's alcohol. So she
will tell her it's alcohol. Don't worry about that.
Luna checks whether or not Aileen is sat down. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she has been sitting down the entire time.
Horace then proceeds to slowly rock Aileen side to side to try and calm them down a little bit.
Yeah, she's slowly calming down because like Bailey also like jumps up at her lap. So she's like having like this, not fidget toy, but something like, so she's petting Bailey, and like with your rocking, she slows it down, so you can notice in the petting calmer. Because in the beginning it was like Bailey almost got a concussion because she was petting him so fast.
Oh no!
But so she's pretty calm now, and the water is helping.
Awesome. As Brunel is like sneaking away the alcohol, Abby is basically like, hey, like asking for the booze.
And how far gone is Abby?
Abby just arrived, so she's like, it's chill.
Oh, then yeah, she can have it.
Yeah. She does have her own mug, but now she has like a half mug from like Aileen as well. Thanks.
So, I don't know how you do it, you guys, but what is a typical goblin, campfire thing you do?
Tell stories.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say Horace? Sorry.
Tell stories.
Oh, sorry. I thought you asked like Horace, tell us a story or something like that.
No, Aileen is just like, oh, someone tell a story, like you just randomly tell stories.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Who wants to start?
I look at Abby.
That's a lot of pressure.
Look at Lemmy.
Lemmy's like, hey, look, if she's willing, she like turns to Abby, and Abby's like, fine. I'm not like bailing. I'm not a coward. I'm just like, I need to think. Okay, it's give me a second. So, stories to tell.
How about this?
Yeah.
What I did as a teen on camps was always that we talked about things that made us courageous. What is a situation that made you especially courageous?
Okay. I mean, being relied on, really. This might sound weird, but like when things were going wrong, when everyone was struggling, when Nuvala got ill, I've never felt more like I had to do something, and so I did, and now we're here. So, is that a story? I don't know if that counts.
It counts.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah, I have a handful of things to tell about like the different hunts we've been on. But I already like did the first part, so I don't want to take up too much time.
You know what I appreciate? that when I prompt you to tell a story about courage, you choose leadership instead of hunting. I think that's very noble.
Oh, thanks. I don't really think myself as a leader. It's like I felt like I was dragging the scouts into something that they might not want to get involved with. But really, I didn't even realize how everybody else felt. It felt good when you guys first arrived. I was trying to keep them out of it, but then the more we started actually like creating plans to change the tribe, my scout team was really. They were really behind. They stood behind me, and I felt like a real leader. At first it felt like I was just supposed to be the best, so everybody else can like look at me and be like, hey, so that's how she does it, right? And then try to copy me maybe, or like learn something. But to actually inspire them to follow me, that's something else entirely.
Yeah, I believe you. I resonate with that feeling.
Have you ever been like a leader?
No. Far from it. I came from a deserted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had like a bright future in front of me. Was to become a Templar like the ones that you saw. And it never really felt good, to be honest. And now that I'm with you all, I finally feel like, yeah, this is the first right step that I did in a long time. And before in the camp, like it's very, very demiurge and very macho, right? Like, oh, I have beef with you, hence let's duel, and we fight it out, like this sort of thing. And competition was the thing that bonded people and made them go away. Like competition is everything, and suddenly I'm in an environment where there's no competition, and that feels good. There are other qualities than being strong or being, excelling in something. This is what I think.
So this is kind of awkward, Abby says, because I was kind of gaslit into thinking I was in a competition with Lamy. So I was really motivated by the fact that, like, hey, whoever has the strong willpower, whoever knows, believes in themselves more, I guess, might be the one who comes out on top and stuff like that. But like, in the end, it wasn't really like I was trying to beat her. It was more like I was trying to convince her that of something. What's that called? Like, if you
rivalry?
I guess so. Hearing that, Lammy just kind of smiles.
Maybe it's just good old friendship.
Maybe. I mean, I wasn't always particularly close to her, but I feel like this has been kind of a bonding experience. Lammy just kind of like scoffs, like, yeah, I guess kicking each other's butts is a bonding experience.
Then I turn the question to you, Brunhilde.
Wow, I should have seen that coming. Whoa. Courage is a weird one. I think it's something I often struggle to find, and that's why I sort of don't speak out tremendously often. It takes quite a lot to, put yourself out there. I've definitely had my courage knocked by lots of people in my past, though. It's very much I don't know what gives me courage. I'm kind of just faking it and hoping it works.
No,
Because
if you're faking it, then you're faking really damn good. Just saying.
what do I have to draw courage from? I don't know.
I don't know, like the times you were fighting, you were like at the front line?
Yeah, well, you've got to kill the thing, haven't you?
Yeah, but
Gotta
not everybody
go
can
for
do
it.
that.
There must be something, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like I'm particularly courageous. It just sort of feels like I'm getting on with what I need to do to survive, to get by.
Interesting.
Novella perks up a bit and says, "You have mentioned before how you have forged your own path and away from those where you have initially sprang out from. I think that takes a lot of courage all on its own. You have been on a journey. That also takes courage."
Yeah, it does. I don't know. It just feels like basic survival instincts to me at this point. I'm just so over so many things in my life. I'm just like, yeah, gotta do the thing that will keep me sane and happy and alive and well and hey, maybe around good people.
It's a very hands-on
Around.
approach. It's quite practical. Other people lose time. Other people lose time if they think what the next step might be and how that might play out. But you just do it. You just fall into formation, I guess.
You don't particularly strike me as a pragmatic person, but maybe it just feels that way to you. But yes, I would agree that, at least considering what you have said before, that the people around me have given me a lot of strength and courage.
I'm definitely not reading the definition of pragmatic right now. I'm trying to figure out whether that's Brynhilde or not.
It's basically
Oh, no,
doing
that's
a job for the sake of the job instead of anything like emotionally attached to it. It's very good. Like someone has to do it, so we do
okay.
it. Because that's kind of how we described a situation. Like someone has to do the killing, or someone has to do that, something like that, which is very pragmatic.
It's not a lack of emotional investment. I'm definitely invested not only in my own but everyone else's safety. Like there was certainly something at stake, and I'm invested in that. It's just when it comes to, your average job or travelling somewhere. I don't know.
I see.
I'm getting by.
Well, it is good to know that just getting the job done is not the only thing on your mind, but you have some kind of emotional stakes, because it does not feel great when maybe the hero who comes to save you the day is basically telling you that, oh, I just did it because I was already here, it feels a little disingenuous, which is not what I'm saying that you did. I was just a little surprised to hear that, hey, someone had to do it. I'm glad to know that it was more than just, you going with the flow that you had.
No, I mean once you're here, you have to care when someone's in a situation like that. You can't leave them like sitting on by, but also, and I think I meant more so in the heat of the battle. It's like, well, we're here, we've got to do the work. But no, obviously, like, I have morals. I have I feel things. You can sort of see Brynhilde trying not to glance at Shiteye.
I smile at you. I smile at you, and I raise my mug to you, and say, on that note, to us on saving the owl bear.
Saving the elbow, yes.
That was amazing.
Heck yeah, Abby joins. And Nuvola is like, yeah, I'm glad that's such a no-brainer for you, because you would be surprised how many people do not think that way.
Yeah, right.
It is too common an occurrence. It is not that I blame them for it, because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, but sometimes if there's no coin, if there's no benefit involved, people do not act all the time. So the fact that you're moved to act simply on behest of your morals means you have a strong moral compass.
I won't get that far.
Maybe you're just being modest.
So what's the deal with your powers? Like, did you always manage to punch people with your shadow, or is that something you discovered, same as Aileen?
Oh, I definitely no clue what that is.
No
Pretty
clue?
cool, but no.
That's kind of
That's-
creepy.
Freaky, that's freaky shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
don't know
really
whether to be
cool.
proud of it or scared of it. I mean, it is cool, but
I like that.
It's
I like the
totally
stars
terrifying.
things more. Yeah.
So how does it feel like? Like, can you see through the shadow? Can you touch through the shadow? Like, something changed to your sense?
I haven't tried. I don't know. It just sort of. I do, and it follows when I get especially angry or focused. Just has a whack.
Interesting.
It's
So-
like I remain focused on the right things. I don't know how controllable it is or how stable it is.
Could you theoretically, like, grab something with your shadow? Like right now.
Hey, Happy! Oh, what a wonderful question!
Hey. So, it is not an ability that you have innately. It is basically something you borrow, and you know that basically making this power work for you is through a conduit, and you know what the conduit is, which is the shard.
So I'm well aware that this is the shard, right?
Yep. The shadow stuff is like the shard. The stars and the constellation stuff is something else entirely.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously.
At least you know that. Like everybody else looking might not be like as the one might not be as clear to them, but yeah.
I would rather not try.
Okay. Would be a cool party trick, honestly. Ooh, you could prank somebody. Just imagine. That'd be cool.
Sounds funny.
I don't know if it's. I don't know if the darkness is something you want to get pranked by.
Yeah, well.
Just try your hardest to drop a hint, but I don't know things.
I don't get it. I don't think Armin gets it.
Is it the darkness is not something fun to get pranked by?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what you said. Sorry, then I misunderstood. I
No,
thought you said like. Okay. Give you like a curious look, but I'm not gonna pry further.
Abby's like, so do the fun stuff you do with the stars? That's not your shadow, is it?
Oh yes. No. No, I mean, talk and follow that. That's fun.
Ooh, okay. Gotcha. So those are like two different things.
very different, yes.
Who's gonna tell the next story? Abby like stares over to Aileen and Horace. Horace goes to hide behind Aileen by ducking. They're giant though, so that's very difficult to do. That's so funny.
Luckily, Aileen will save and you start talking. I can tell you about Nenne. No, I'm gonna tell you about Atara instead. Nenne can wait. Atara is so smart. Like, you would be impressed.
It's like a friend?
Yes. Friend, kind, parent.
Huh?
Yes. Friend. Kind of parent too. I think. They named me.
Huh.
Because they got tired of calling me child, they told me. So Atara named me.
Huh. Are they like super old that they called like you a child? I think elves are like super old, right?
Well, they are not. Firstly, they are not an elf, and secondly, Atara I've known since I was a child.
Oh no, I meant like you're an elf, which is why I asked. But yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah, probably very old. They've been around for a very long time before I existed too. So.
How old are you?
Pass. I don't know.
Did you say that in character?
No, I said that in character.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't know how old I am, actually.
Do you celebrate birthdays and stuff?
I don't know my birthday.
Like Rogue?
Oh. Huh. It's kind of sad.
I just know the date. And then Atara adopted me.
Is that like?
But
your
I don't know
birthday?
when I was born.
Gotcha.
How old do you feel?
In mind or body?
Whatever you choose to tell.
Because I kind of feel, I don't know. I barely know how elf aging works.
It's like they just age normally like humans. So at 20, they're like adults. But like in elven society, you're like only an adult at 100 at least.
I think I'm like an adult at least now.
Mm-hmm.
Or else Nene would never let me, or Atara. Nene would let me out in the world when I was a child, but Atara wouldn't.
Yeah.
But, so I'm an adult.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know age.
I think it's okay.
And Aileen is from fuck all nowhere. I'm just kidding. She's gonna pull like, because she has like a green feather on her.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna show you guys, show everyone. I was like, this one is from Atara. They gave them to me from themselves, so I have a way of connecting.
Huh.
Oh, it's very pretty.
I look like
It's
a
a
bird
very-
person.
They're a bird.
Oh. Gotcha.
Like rook type bird or like something less? Okay. So not a
No, I did
No.
ask bird person, so yeah, that was what I was thinking of too, like him with the funny hat.
And the weird masks.
Yeah, and the weird masks.
like so many.
No. Atara is a bird. I think they call it a macaw. Great green macaw, I think. She said she's a green bird.
Like Abby's like, I don't know what that is. She like turns to Nuvola. Nuvola translates like it into goblin, and she's like, oh, okay, gotcha. So he's like a big, very old bird. That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, very smart.
Okay.
Told me I was pretty stupid sometimes.
That's what smart people do sometimes. I'm being told I'm stupid all the time. Up next, I believe you haven't told us a story yet. She like turns over to Horace, like leans behind like Brunel's back to peek over. Hi.
I imagine it very cute.
Horace takes a moment to collect themselves, and once they paused for a while, slowly but surely reveal to the others that they do not really have a story to share. Huh? Really?
You can tell, like, Aileen is like half leaning, looking over, but more like looking upside down because she's just leaning fully back, like bending her back. Tell how the what's it called? The looking get answers before thingy.
Yes.
Do you understand what I mean? But you know, because you see something before it's there or something. Because you also knew something about fiends before we actually saw the fiends, or was that someone else?
Brynhilda just turns to Elaine. How many fingers am I holding up?
4. 2. 4.
2.
6.
4.
Man.
Oh,
After Brunhilde mentions how absolutely wasted Aileen seems to be, Horace tries to, after sitting down, put Aileen's head into their lap before Aileen proceeds to
Cuddle into that.
oh.
She's like a puppy immediately. And Bailey is like her little stuffed animal.
I'm wondering, like, one thing, are you like super warm right now because you're summer? Is your body temperature
Probably very warm. I smell like a summer breeze and I'm warm like a summer day. I smell very good.
So yeah, what's up with that? Like, Horace states, I don't know myself.
What was your
Really?
first vision like? Like, when did you get your first vision?
Horace says, I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. It is all a blur. My memory's hazy. Maybe it's been days, maybe years. It all blurs together and I don't know.
But do you perceive what you're seeing right now is real? Like, how does it feel like when you have a vision? Is it that, how do you discern it from something that is in reality happening?
Horace states, it's almost like an out of body experience, I guess.
Did you? I have a question for you because you know Lupus. You probably met him too, right? He approached me. He was my mentor in the camp, and he directed me to you basically. And I'm just wondering, like, you saw the Scythian raids, right?
Horace replies, yes, I did.
And how much, like, what was the timestamp? How many minutes or hours beforehand did you see those raids?
I think it was an hour before. I was there that day, I think, and I saw it before it happened, shortly before.
And did anything change? Like, was the outcome exactly how you predicted it of those raids?
I think so, yes.
Okay. So you don't know where you got those powers from? You always had them?
I don't think I've always had them. My memory goes up to a certain point. I don't recall.
It sounds incredibly confusing. Like, it must be very confusing.
Yeah. All I really know is that there's something I'm seeking. I don't know what it is, and these visions are the only lead. I guess that, and I guess a sort of primal instinct, a sort of intuition, maybe something like that.
What kind of visions did you also have? Like, I remember that you had one when you were in the forest.
It's always to do with possibilities that could happen. Sometimes it plays out exactly how I see it, and sometimes I guess we manage to avoid it.
Okay, interesting. And what's your plan? Like, to follow your visions? To follow your instinct?
Yeah. Nuala perks up a bit and says, I remember how you asked if we had any water in camp, and then that woman appeared. So even something as powerful as her, you're able to sense in the future? That's kind of that's a big burden, isn't it? Yeah, and it's most likely why I don't think I could really, I guess, function unless I follow through with seeing where all this all leads me. I have still yet to know why it is occurring, and what led up to it all in the first place. Why I cannot remember before.
Can I, just to understand further, like, take a good look at them? And, like, is the race, visible?
I believe in one of the earliest sessions, you mentioned how they have horns. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, like, tiefling, I would assume, right? Like, I'm asking as a player, not in character.
As a player, yes, you could assume that maybe there's a tiefling, like as a person, in character, because they look pretty humanoid.
Okay, good. Maybe you're chosen from the gods.
Perhaps.
Can I make a religion check to go back into my old catalog of demiurgic mythologies? If there's anything written about, if I read anything about, chosen a god who are able to...
Go ahead.
Do the time thingy?
Go ahead. Please do. Roll me.
I'm rolling. You see me rolling. Ooh! Wow, it's a 19 plus. Hang on.
Ooh.
Plus religion. Where are you? +3, so that's a 22.
Clean. So, you've learned about a lot of different religions, or
Mine, of course.
at least, quote unquote, the wrong ones, according to the dogma, of course, because the dogma is pretty ham-fisted in that approach. But yeah,
Your god is cool, but mine is kind of premium.
exactly. And you don't remember anything about like tales of demiurge and Empyrean soldiers who have anything to do with time. However, you know that there is a deity of time, one that is extremely obscure. They're usually only really relevant in like libraries and observatories, places that study and places that chart the stars. It is an astral deity, and because you rolled so well, you know that the name would be Akasha, and that's the only deity you've heard that has any control over time.
Okay. I look at Horus a little excitedly. Do you know Akasha?
I guess the name might ring a bell.
Okay. I don't know, maybe there's a temple in the next location we're going to, the next city, I don't know. And maybe you can ask a cleric if you like to explore that further.
Yeah, sure. It's kind of metal.
Totally.
No, it's like, what does that mean? he's coming, like, he's
No.
confused.
I love him so much! No.
It means like, Evie explains it to him, it means kind of like really cool. Like, it's like super dope and awesome. But like in a really like what rowdy way, I suppose. Yeah. And Nuval's like, okay, so good to know.
It's from a child. Never change. Oh my gosh. I don't know, like I can tell you also a story about courage, if you want. Thinking about which one. Okay, I have it. It's a redefinition. So I grew up in a monastery, and there was like this head nun. Her name was Selma. And she really hated me, and I really hated her. So I did pranks, and then one time, like, there are multiple pranks I did. But I think my best one was when one time, I pretended to be a ghost from a former student. And then, like, I was, like, doing, like, the haunting thingy. And she was so afraid that the whole west wing of the monastery got, like, closed off. And then she came in with special clerics to just, like, make the wing, demon free. I got like 6 weeks of scrubbing the floor for that. That was amazing. And then there was another time where I changed all the liturgies into creepy words and made her believe like that the books were like possessed by demons. So that I got like 4 weeks of scrubbing the toilet. And one time, that was the best one yet, I was like, locking her in the toilet, and the toilet was not cleaned, or like, I don't know, I was supposed to scrub the toilet, but I never did it. Instead I locked her in. And then she was like trying to get out, and then she slipped on a soap bar, so that was also very good. Yeah. And yes,
your latrines had soap.
Yes, they did. They are very, like, dogmatic. You need to be clean, you need to attend ceremony at 7 a.m. sharp, not a minute later, and you had to maintain very big, hygiene in general.
Interesting.
So that was cool.
Nuvola's very invested.
Yeah, one time there was this one girl. Her name was Matilda. It was kind of like my teenage first love, I would say. And she was the cook's daughter. And we, were pranksters together. We did a lot of, goofing around and all that. And then we decided to, spike the punch, like the food in the cafeteria. That was not so good though, because we got found out. Obviously, they knew that it was me, and obviously they related it to her because we were really close. And then, her dad got fired, so that was a bummer. I actually got and I take off my what do you say, arm guard away, and you see on my upper arm kind of like a golden tattoo of a cake, like a piece of cake, a triangle. This is what I got from that. I'm gonna show it around.
It's a surprisingly cute reminder.
Yes, I hope she's doing fine. It really, was bad that her dad got fired in such a way.
Right.
So yeah.
There's many such moments in life where regretful actions cause unforeseen consequences.
That's how we learn, right?
Indeed, it is how we learn. I suppose that only leaves two left to tell a story. To which Alami kind of perks up and says, "Okay, you guys listening?"
Yes.
She looks at Aileen. She doesn't know if she's fucking passed out or not.
Not your foot.
Why are you looking at me?
Is Aileen asleep?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
But she's almost, but she's listening. But people can guess that not everything is sticking currently.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm showing you 2 fingers. How many am I holding up?
I don't know.
It's okay. She just has to listen. She doesn't have to see. Yeah.
I want an owl bear over here because they are cuddly.
They are. Maybe not how they look right now. But
They fluffy. They cuddly.
yeah. But their arms are pretty hard right now. They're kind of like rocks at the moment. Hopefully it'll peel off over time. Sorry, what was I? Did I even start? I don't remember.
Right. Start ahead.
Yeah. So, what kind of stories I can tell? It's really this. I guess the. If it's about courage, I don't really know that many courageous stories, but there's been some things where I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm hoping that I'm applying myself courageously in the future. So our tribe's future is as unclear as it has ever been. So the fact that someone who has promised me a better tomorrow, I had to obviously muster up some courage to turn my back on such a creature who's been breathing down my neck for a while now, and I mean, really, if if the tribe is okay with it, maybe we'll start moving, just like my grandpa always wants to. And I'm hoping that we get to gather a whole lot more stories that way.
Lemmy, I hope you do know that your decision to go against Ram was a good one. You did good. I know it doesn't feel right now like it, but
no, it's fine. I'm not really questioning that much anymore. I'm just like, it took a lot of courage to stand up to him, which I don't know. I felt brave in the moment, but then like in retrospect, I feel like a little bit of a coward that I even like let him talk myself into it in the first place. I don't know. It's complicated feelings.
you were in a desperate situation, of course. You know, these devils pry on that. At least that's what I learned.
Do you people like deal with devils a lot? That you have
mean,
lot to learn about them?
I learned about them in you know, in the monastery in the Catholic school. I never met one before.
So that's not that common.
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you a secret. Like, if I would be in your position, I would totally consider it too.
Okay. That... I mean, it feels weird to say, but that makes me kind of feel a little better. Thanks.
Yeah. I just hope, you know, like, that you will, you know, that you guys are gonna do good. Oh, that's not how I meant it. Like, sorry. That, that this is like the start of a upturn curve. It's gonna get better for you.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna do our part and do our best to see it through. I feel like there was a big chance that I could have caused a lot more hurt. So I'm glad that that's over.
So you plan on going probably on the nomadic route again, right?
You're saying probably like I know what I'm doing, but I kind of don't. So, it's more like a maybe. It's more like a yeah. It's on the table. It's more like a hey. If we stay here, the chances of getting into a war are bigger than if we move. So it's like hey, if Ram, wherever the heck he's right now, expects me to stay here, sit on my ass, and like wait to maybe for some reason or another spark another conflict with them. Nah, I'm thinking good. So I'm not even gonna risk it, right? I think the best idea is just like get out of here. Which like it feels a little anticlimactic. Like we kind of fought for this place, but then also we don't even have to stay here anymore. But I think my grandpa has a point, and like this isn't exactly how we were, like how we best make use of our abilities to just stay cooped up and stick to ourselves.
I would like to use this opportunity to take a stick and then, you know, scoot next to her. Whatever you choose to do, and then I would like to draw the forest in Lawden and the area around, and I would like to give her specific military intel to avoid military patrols, any soldiers from camp, where they might be, and how they usually operate. Of course, according to my level that I am aware of as a ex-student of Templar.
Yeah.
but like that I'm gonna briefing her that she's avoiding those assholes.
And I love that you're doing it after people have been drinking alcohol, so she might not remember. Just kidding.
No, that's only you.
Do a screenshot.
True. Lamia seems to have like taking her alcohol pretty well. Abby is getting like more cheeky the more she's like the more tipsy she gets. But Nuvola is like he's keeping himself modest in the amount he drinks.
Does he have a red sheen on his cheekbones from the alcohol? Or...
He actually does not. He just seems to enjoy it in small doses.
Good.
All right. With that, with the two getting into like the nitty gritties of strategies and tactics of how to avoid another battle from erupting, does the rest of the party wish to do anything, or would you like to call it a night for the party as everybody slowly gets into their bed sheets?
Someone would probably have to carry Aileen because she most likely fell asleep.
Horace shall carry her. Let's go. Yeah, so Abby and Nuvola will return to their tents. Lemmy will return to hers once they're done yapping. I'll just put it up here. You can move Brunhilde, Aileen, and Horace however you wish.
I think I'm gonna help you, Horace. I'm gonna help you with Aileen.
Horace can handle it.
Ooh, wow, strong woman. Okay, sorry.
Luna mentions how Horace is 6'8" and that they have absolutely got this.
That's nice. Whereas Arman is like barely 5'8". What did we say last time? Actually small.
Yeah, 5'8" is pretty tall for
Oh, okay. I don't know what the feet thing is.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's okay. You can't say it in centimeters probably.
I'm small. That's all you need to know. I'm a small person. Towering over me. Your height is probably of my bill hook. Cool.
Okay. So does everybody go to the Shnusian?
Before we do, like, obviously, because dogma and all that shit, I am like praying as per usual, always last prayer, and then I take off my armor, and you see the tattoo, another tattoo appearing on my shoulder of a bird.
Oh yeah.
I just look at it and be like, oh, okay. So something happened again. It's not a surprise in a way, but it's still there. And I wish you good night, and then I curl. And when I sleep, everything is like super methodical, right? Like, close parallel to the edge of the mattress. Super neat, military style. Yes.
Okay.
Nighty.
Nighty night indeed. All right. Prepare thy bones for the next scene.
Oh no. Do we have any dreams?
So. Horace is the first to open their eyes to a strangely alien sight, but at the same time it is very familiar. A place they have never been to but also have. A place they currently occupy but have also never been to. A place they will visit in the future but also won't. All at the same time. In every direction, an infinite number of stars stretch out to every direction. The void filled by galactic dust, swirling and rolling in motion, like a breathing organism. The silence giving room to take in the picturesque canvas of the cosmos, as it enraptures all. Horace realizes where they are, as they expand their view. Below them, as they hover in space. The planet, plane, and the realm they know as Ashera comes into view once again, but just like last time, it looks devastated by an otherworldly carnage indescribable to any mortal mind. Nearby, you notice, suspended in a fetal position and in a pose of constant descent, the frame of a young woman they've seen before. This time they can make out even greater details though. She is still quietly crying to herself as you hear her voice in your mind, while she is tugging at the fabric of space itself, like a child trying to get their mother's attention. Her other hand clutches her chest as her hair flickers with the bright iridescent flames as her expression contorts, like suffering immeasurable pain at each flare, while her white dress appears to blend and distort into her surroundings, like gateways to other solar systems, like windows to peer at other galaxies, like wings whose feathers are plucked to become shooting stars. However, unlike last time, Horus is this time accompanied by many other figures who have found themselves in the same space as you. You are no longer alone in this space. At least, not the only one who is conscious, as each and every single one of you opens your eyes to the sight. You awake in what almost feels like another liquid again, but instead of drowning, this time it feels warm, feels pleasant. It feels like it nurtures you. Suspended, you wake up in the fetal position as a blue cord made up of galactic dust and stars and minuscule stars is strung from your belly buttons, reaching high up into the infinite beyond and ending in one of the many tiny specks beyond. Your bodies appear immaterial. It is as if they're become one with the very galaxy itself. If you were to look down and look at yourself, you would basically see what Brynhilde has summoned before. Some kind of silhouette of yourself, but see-through with tiny specks of galactic dust, cosmic swirling, and countless number of stars within. However, you, despite the fact that it becomes harder to distinguish you from each other, you intuitively can tell who each and every single one of you are. And I have some references for the sleeping one. There you go. It's just to help a little bit with the with the visualization, especially since the second part is very abstract. How basically their hair is one with the space around.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most important question to ask is, how does Horus feel now that awakening here, they're accompanied now? Horus still feels uneasy, not really understanding.
Are we conscious?
Yes, you all wake up here.
Okay.
Except for Shita and Rook, those two are asleep due to, you know.
And we look like spectators, like specters.
Kind of, yeah. you look immaterial, but you can kind of swim through the space. It feels you're present in the space. It doesn't feel like you're part of the backdrop, basically.
Okay. I'm waving to Horus.
Does this feel any at all like familiar to Aileen in the way like Feywild does?
No. In fact, it is something completely alien to you. You, as an elf especially, you don't even remember really having, like, dreams specifically. Like, it's not that elves are incapable of dreaming. It is more often than not that they simply choose not to. Because there's a handful of reasons for this, but it all boils down to the fact that elves typically do not dream. So the fact that you are somewhat in a space awakened and it feels ethereal is very, very unusual.
Can I look up and see where all these stringies from our navels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do they lead? What's above us?
They are basically reaching out into the endless expanse of space, and they end up at one particular star. They don't all end up at the same star, but at different stars. Basically,
Okay.
different strings leading up and connecting to one of the many stars above.
Mm-hmm. And as a last question, this person that is sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
like, so it's just a person sleeping, right?
Good thing that you're asking, because when Horus is pursuing this person, they appear to have wavy purple hair. They appear to have these horns. They appear to have a spectral tail, and they appear to be a lot more broader in build. However, when Armand perceives this person, they appear much more stout. They appear bronze in skin coloration. At least I believe that's what you described Armand's colors as. And she has similar gold speckles, freckles, I mean, on her face, with a handful of depictions of tattoos on her shoulders, specifically.
Did you make a dream guardian for us?
A what now?
A dream guardian.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know. I turned to Eileen and Brynhilde. You're also seeing this, right? I'm not crazy. Is this real? Do they hear me? When people talk?
Yes. It feels more like your minds are interconnected, and you can basically. Is this a feeling that you're quite familiar with?
No.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, to telepathy.
Oh no. Okay.
You while you do speak, your lips do move. It's not like you're just like keeping your face like neutral as you like speak just exclusively with your mind. It's mostly like your voice is projected.
Okay. All right. So, what should we do?
You expand your view upon your surroundings as you slowly come to realize you are in an alien space and somewhere quite unusual. And around you, there's more than this bubble, of course, as
Oh my gosh.
the entirety of the expansive universe opens up, and Horus specifically, but not just them. For some inexplicable reason, Brynhilde also feels a strange connection become established as galactic streams slowly start merging, taking shape into a river, and slowly but surely forming into something else. Astral dust brings forth the growth of their form. Stars become their windows of vision. Constellations form the connection between the seams. Cosmic triangulation in both time and space arrange its shape and equity. Realization of its perceptible, colorful galactic shape fosters belief. The moving shape swirling with dust alludes to a head that begets confrontation. Its voice alleviating your confusion and establishing control of the here and now. You all hear what appears to be an almost like motherly tone as speaking. One beacon has been lit. The aspect of connection. A cacophony of sounds woven to conduct the melody. All become one and one becomes all. The shackles of fate loosen. Destiny is written and rewritten by its authors present. And you all feel somehow a little more in touch with each other and with the destinies you are able to forge. Each party member from now on has the ability to, at any point during the session, if it is applicable and proper, give each other inspiration. However, obviously, it is still up to my discretion, but it is something you have now somehow gained control over, at least a little bit.
Do I recognize her or the voice or any of it?
You get a strange feeling of familiarity, because when you've been meditating together with Zondel, you felt a similar connection to everything that's around you, to the stars, to your new form, to the beings that make up this place and all the different parts that make up the universe. You feel a lot more in touch with them than you did before, especially before you meeting Zondel. The voice itself does not seem familiar. You have never heard it before. Or maybe you have already many times before. It is a confusing melody. You have the feeling that you're both thinking your present, past, and future thoughts. So you're not entirely sure if you have met them before or not.
Okay.
It is...
You also said my new form? Something you said for fact.
Basically, basically, once you all entered here, you all appear a little like...
right. That.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
with you
that new form.
That new form.
In this specific space, you all feel this like tie to each other, that bond, as each and every single one of you from now on basically gets the ability to at any point during the session, if it's applicable and approved by me as well, give each other inspiration.
Wow. Okay.
Something to take control of your destiny, so to speak.
That's super crunchy, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love being crunchy, whatever that means. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then my reaction is like awe and speechlessness. So.
Fair enough.
Mm.
It then continues and says, "Thy place among thy peers is a bond, and thou art its fever. Severed now or severed later, otherwise it will remain, so long as its individual tailors permit."
Does it appear like? Can I get an insight check on this creature?
Please do. Sure,
Thank
go
you.
ahead.
Like, does it appear threatening, mean, nice? What's going on, man? Is it just Eldritch horror again?
Please go ahead and give me an insight check to get a vibe.
Oh, it's a 11 plus 3, so 14 in total.
Okay. It speaks matter-of-factly, which is strange. You do feel like whatever just happened here, and whatever occurred after you've appeared here has been positively impacted the party. You feel a bond, something that feels strangely supernatural, but the way they delivered that fact is basically like it was meant to be, or something along those lines. It's like it simply stated a fact. There was no malice, but also no real compassion or anything, no strong emotions behind the words.
Okay. How are the others reacting?
Aileen is lost. So confused. And she is just like, I'm guessing because we're spectral, we're kind of like floating around.
Mm-hmm.
She's just twirling around. Because she's like you said, she doesn't really dream, and she's like, she literally thinks this has something to do with the thing people call alcohol. She is so lost because she's like, it isn't a Feywild, and she has no idea about other planes, and so she knows nothing about that. So she thinks this is something to do with the alcohol, and
It's actually a good.
People call dream.
It's a good question. How conscious are we that we are sure that this isn't a dream right now?
You feel
Does
I
it feel
think Brynhilde will be pretty convinced it was real.
indeed.
Sorry?
Horace, both Horace and Brynhilde would be pretty convinced of their being here, but the rest of the party is very, very. As I explained before, it feels like you're experiencing something that does not abide by the normal rules of time. So it almost feels like this is happening in every moment of existence. So it does not feel real because it's not something that your mind can really make sense of. It does feel like a strange ethereal dream.
Okay. Can I ask, who are you? Oh no, wait. No. Hang on. Did it introduce itself?
No, it didn't introduce themselves. It basically just like explained something extremely abstract.
So yeah, okay, I'm asking, who are you?
One's existence. As they say that, it feels. You know how it looks kind of like a river? So it's like a tubular, it's like a serpentine shape, but when paying attention to it, like very, very closely, trying to piece it together and like make sense of it in your mind, it sort of shifts and morphs into countless different shapes, and its tubular form does not appear like it is a shape in space, but more so a state of being in time.
Yeah.
You're basically seeing it shift in between different forms amongst different timelines all at once. It is the ever-flowing river. It is the absolute, the explicable, yet inconceivable.
And who is the sleeping person?
It is part of oneself, and it is also its own self.
What fate are we all tied to? It said that we are tied by fate, right?
Kind of. But good thing that you're asking. It will basically repeat one of its earlier quotes, which is, "Thy place among thy peers is a bond, and thou art its weaver. Sever it now or sever it later. Otherwise it will remain, so long as its individual tailors permit."
Okay, player asking here.
Yeah.
Basically, it says like we are all connected by fate, and we as long as the bond remains, and as long as the tailor, I assume, us permits. Correct?
Basically, it is giving you a fairly like straightforward answer, but like very of course like obscurely delivered, which is you're basically the weavers of your own fate. Nothing really ties you, so long, because if you decide to sever it, you can do it now or later. It is completely your choice. Since you implied that you were bound by something, but if you're your own weaver, you can also free yourself, so you're not really bound. It's just a connection that is there, and you can sever it whenever you wish.
Okay.
It's like happenstance. You all are in the same room, which is why you're connected. But if you leave the room, you're no longer in there. You're not tied, but there's still a bond.
Okay. How does Horus look in all of this? Like how are they looking like?
The space feels familiar to them, but they are still kind of lost, specifically because of the unique circumstances of how they came to be here and who else happens to share this space right now.
Oh, I've been here. It's not my first rodeo type of person. Okay, space is familiar. Okay.
Horus knows that this is a place they frequent, but whenever they leave this place, it is not something that stays within their minds. It's something that is so inconceivably difficult to keep hold of, like a memory that slowly fades away, and you cannot really seem to grip it. But each and every single time it appears, and you do remember, like right now, it feels like a memory to you, as well as being here. But otherwise, it kind of fades into the recesses of your subconscious. Basically, this is Horse's home.
Basically, this is Horace's home. Okay.
Or at least, like, this is like the closest home. This is like the closest Horace would feel to home than like any other place in the entire universe.
It's still looking helpful and lost.
And I think speak to Horace. So. What should I ask, for Christ's sake? Like. That sounds so stupid, but I'm gonna say it in character. You know that dude? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
She like literally points across her shoulder. Get a load of this guy.
No, I think. Catch that. I'm just looking at Horace a little perplexed. Like, what's going on, girl?
Horace starts explaining. I do not know why you are all here with me. I'm just as confused as all of you. Just as confused as you all. As if to immediately respond to your response to Arman, the voice speaks up once again. Thy cords are entangled. A course once tread on your lonesome is now tread by the multitude. One fate fractured or perhaps scattered and now bound to multiple. I know I'm explaining this in a very, very like abstract way, but because Horace has been here like trillions of times, they would basically intuitively be able to tell exactly what they were trying to convey. And this time they basically said that you were alone before, now you have like a group with you, you're accompanied by many, which is why all your individual strings of fate have now interwoven into a knot, and you're basically have been pulled here together. Horace asks the river whether or not they are able to tell them their fate or their purpose of being here. It is not purposeful in nature. Just like leaves dance across the surface of a lake, you skitter across the space you occupy and the time that flows through you. However, tagging thee here has been one very specific object of interest. Their gaze falls upon the floating girl.
Can I float nearer to the girl?
Yeah, you can move yourself as you wish.
Okay, I'm hovering about, making a somersault by accident.
Yeah, it does feel like very accidental. It
Yeah.
feels like you look forwards, you feel yourself being flung forwards, but also like you're not moving at all at the same time.
Yeah, it's super weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to take a closer look at the person, entity in front of us.
It's kind of strange. Its hair looks almost like a hood as well at the same time, but the way it kind of works, if you avert your eyes to the second reference that I posted, it is basically like an immaterial shape that is cloaking it, but at the same time also keeping it material. It's like a rift appears wherever its hair flows, basically. And it looks like it's both at the same time part of the space, but also a gateway to an entirely different space. And it looks extremely similar to you in terms of features. It doesn't look like an exact copy of you or anything like that. And specifically, its hair is always glowing in this, like, either completely bright white, which basically gives it the shape of a hood, or sometimes it burns in these red streaks, like little flames that crawl across the hair.
Okay, I have a question I feel very smart about.
Okay.
So, you said there are tattoos on her. What kind of tattoos are those?
They appear similar to your own tattoos that seem to tell a story of sorts. A story that is only really understood if you know what the imagery depicts.
Okay.
But this particular case makes it even more difficult because you're in such a dreamlike sequence that the forms of the images themselves seem to wish and wash between different forms. It's basically like you're trying to like think or like remember something you saw in a dream, but you cannot really remember.
Ooh, smart. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna say to her in thinky speaky, hi.
You feel a ding reverberate, kind of like a bell that has just been rung, as it's the girl's body kind of just like glows, and this wave of sound kind of just like ripples through to everybody, but it does not really seem to be able to respond. It seems like it is asleep, and constantly tears are streaming down its face as they start floating off into every direction.
Tears are streaming down their face.
Yeah.
Okay. So sad.
Seems like it.
Why are you sad? I ask.
You speak to it again, and another ding. This time, your attention is almost like intuitively drawn towards Ashelon. And what you haven't really been paying too close attention to right now is the absolutely horrendous state it is in. Look down below at the planet that usually is vibrant blue and green. It is full of lush life. However, as of right now, it is misshapen, it is aberrant. The oceans are discolored, and the earth is tainted.
Then I'm gonna ask. Yeah, that sucks. That is very, very sad. What happened?
Another ding, like a bell, resonates. And you briefly, for about a moment, experience kind of dread you haven't experienced before. It is quite familiar in the sense that it has happened to you recently, which is that the moment you encountered somebody as powerful as Liv, there was this creeping feeling of dread. Something similar is creeping up. Something that draws you to fight or flight mode. And it signals that something appeared that has caused that response.
Okay. I ask her.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Hey, I was just gonna say Brynhild's just gonna start walking towards and see if the feeling that she has inside of her gets stronger.
Mm-hmm.
It is strange. You move up to the floating individual, and similarly to Brunhilde, similarly to Horus and Armand, the shape of the woman seems to take on traits that are very reminiscent of bugbears. They appear to have a lot more elongated limbs. They have patches of fur or longer ears and wider noses, and they appear quite familiar, and you can't quite shake the feeling that you've met before. Unlike the big river, this particular figure seems a lot more familiar to you.
Could I try and figure it out?
You can make me a charisma religion check.
Hey!
Oh.
No! Oh.
Your mind is addled by the fact that you cannot tell if you're thinking your current thoughts, your past thoughts, or your future thoughts. So, whether this memory is reliable or not eludes you.
I give you a curious look. As in, do you know this person?
Even though Brynhild just sort of shakes her head.
Okay.
But like frustrated.
Mm.
Can each of you can all of you roll me a Constitution save?
Ooh.
Okay, phew.
Very bad for me. Very, very bad. Oh, thank God I have +3 Constitution. It's a 6 in total.
17 for Horus? Awesome.
16 plus whatever it is that I'm assuming it's past.
Yeah. You notice, you two notice Arman slowly but surely losing grip of her consciousness as the immaterial nature takes its toll and she appears to drift away.
Am I drifting away, like moving?
No, just a consciousness.
Oh, okay. A consciousness, alright.
Yeah, you're kind of getting sleepy.
Getting sleepy.
Getting a bit sleepy. So Armand is basically like holding on with like her final like breath, and if there's like one last thing that she wants to do, we can take care of it. Otherwise, she goes Betty bye.
I would like to ask the person one more question before I fall asleep. Peacefully, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want us to do?
You get another ding once more as you get this strange sensation as if you're being like pulled into her, but it doesn't feel like you're moving physically. It feels more like your perspective, the way you see things, is slowly bending towards her direction, and closing a little bit around her as the stream of tears starts like almost like trickling towards you.
Okay.
And with that, you fall asleep once more.
All right.
Night. Horace and Brunhilde, you two are acclimated to this place.
I'm just working out what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because Brunhilde hasn't been here before, though. Right.
Nope. It feels familiar, but you haven't been here. At least, you don't think you have. You're fairly confident. You're fairly confident in the fact that you haven't been here physically, but you have this sense of familiarity from when you've been communing with Zandal and getting in touch with this place. It's kind of like pulling up like a telescope and looking into this place, but not really being here.
It was an amazing session. Thank you so much.
It has been my pleasure. By the way, before just one last thing, just before everybody leaves, I'm probably gonna put this at the start of next session. Can some of you guys roll me like a perception check?
I was just to see whether we noticed the giant thing behind us.
No, it's not.
Whether you notice the evil version of the astral entity it's on the other side.
The evil version.
All right. Birthday nat 20. Here it is. Yep, that's a 20 right there.
Sick.
If I've ever seen one.
Let's do it. Brunhilde particularly notices how this entity's horns look oddly, strangely similar to Horace's horns.
Oh, is this your
I
puppy?
didn't know Horace had horns.
But yeah, that's...
Oh, Horus ain't a tiefling after all.
Oh!
I mean, to be fair, you kind of asked like, "Hey, is it fair to assume she's a tiefling?"
I mean,
yeah,
what
kind of fair.
Listen, how weird would it be like? And I roll insight check to see what kind of race you are. That would be super whack. No.